are appropriately caring for their children. Really? Private investigator Bari Kroll joins us now with some pointers on how to effectively monitor your nanny. Nice to see you this morning, Bari.
Nice to see you too.
This sounds ridiculous to me. And you're telling me this is not ridiculous? Talk me off of the ledge here.
It's not ridiculous at all. Your children are your prized possession. And the reality of this is, although people have au pairs and live-in nannies and babysitters that work for them full-time, we're not talking about the babysitter around the corner, the teenage girl that you have over when you go on a date night. We're talking about career childcare providers. It's a business transaction and should be treated as such. There's nothing wrong with quality assurance. So therefore, people are turning to private investigators to kind of keep tabs on what their babysitters and nannies are doing.
Oh, that sounds so crazy to me. But you say there are some things we can do to get through this and actually check, first of all, to make sure we're not making a mistake on hiring. Like what, checking their background first? How do you do that?
Of course, a lot of these nannies come from very reputable companies that do their own background checks. They do personality interviews and things of that nature. But there's no such thing as a perfect paper background check. You really have to do your own due diligence. Everyone becomes so obsessed with, have they done anything criminal? You know what? Sometimes that's less harmful than some of the psychological issues that they can use to impair families.
Well, we've heard some tragic stories. I mean, just here in New York, tragic story. I mean, I want to go into the details of it, but there's been a number of terrible stories about this. But you say ask some questions. What kind of questions should you be asking, especially if you're not a professional interviewer for like an HR department?
Right. I mean, there should be, like I said, it's a business transaction. But in this particular arrangement, there should be some level of comfort, and you should be kind of feel comfortable to ask somebody questions about their pastimes, what they like to do. And if someone seems offended by that, then they might not be the right person for you.
And you say trust your gut, which I think is that's your best defense, right? To know what your gut's telling you. There's something seems off with this person.
Right, definitely. Your gut is always right. And we have this habit of saying, gosh, something was weird, it did feel weird, and then something tragic did happen. So your gut is 100%.
But also you say, I mean, people are putting cameras out. We see nanny cams, and of course the video we were just showing,
Right.
of course, cameras watching their nannies. So there's a level of surveillance here. But as you point out, these people become like extensions of the family. I mean, they really become part of the family. So would you be putting cameras in your kids' rooms and surveilling the rest of your family this way?
Well, look, a lot of people ask that, what's the legality of doing things like that? And the reality is it's perfectly legal to have video surveillance in your homes in areas where there is no expectation to privacy, living areas, kitchen, things of that nature. But nannies have really become wise to that. They come in these little cameras in all shapes and sizes and different things, like a flower vase, for example, or a clock radio. They're aware of that. What's going on outside of the home? When the nanny takes your child to a playground and it's crowded, are they focused? Are they paying attention? Are they holding their hand in a train station?
Right.
Simple things like that.
As a private investigator, just before we go, have you caught anything? Any crazy nannies?
Stealing some clothes. That's about it.
Bari, great to see you this morning.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.